My name is Elizabeth. My son Trajan is 12 and he's been in vision therapy for almost a year. He came in with issues with just really bad reading and would see a word on a page and not be able to see it the next time and understand what it was. And he was going into middle school, and we had tried various other places trying to figure out what kind of learning issues he had. We had him checked for dyslexia, for other learning disabilities, and nothing quite came up. And OCVT was our last ditch, trying to find something so that we could make him a successful student. We knew he was smart, but we couldn't, his grades weren't reflective of his ability. We came here, we found out he actually had a fluency of a low first grader as almost going into a sixth grader. But his vocabulary and comprehension were really high, so he averaged out to being like a low fifth grade. Everyone always just told us he's a boy and he's young, he'll catch up, don't worry. And it turned out that he wasn't catching up. And we watched some of the testing that they did initially, and we could see that his eyes weren't tracking together, and he wasn't able to make them. He would go back, he would skip lines, he would jump lines, he would skip whole paragraphs, and then go back and see the same word over and over. He'd get to the end of it. When we finished our last session, and we're doing some wrap-up stuff now, and when we did the final testing, we could watch the pattern of both of his eyes tracking together, and you could see how he was progressing through each line, going to the next line, going all the way across. Both of his eyes looked perfectly in sync as they were going down the page, seeing each of the words, and you could tell as he was, just by looking at the results, where he was reading and when he would skip to the next line and go on and finish the sentence and then go back and do. And we've just been able to watch him blossom as a middle schooler because his grades are better than they've ever been. He's happy in school, he's doing well. His teachers have reported that he's doing well. We never intended to ever put him in any advanced classes, and next year he's gonna do 2 of the pre-AP classes as an 8th grader because his grades are so well and his teachers have recommended it for him. So it's the best thing that we could have ever spent money on, and we wished we had found it sooner.